Communists attack and the Korean battlefront erupts into thunderous artillery activity. Withering shell fire pounds the advancing enemy around the clock as a massed marine artillery barrage attempts to blunt the biggest Red attack in 2 years. The battle-scarred GIs who have tasted the full fury of the communist screaming shells on Pork Chop Hill return, slowly, painfully, haltingly. Seared in their memories, burned in their bodies, is the grim cost of a local action in a war that has claimed more than 138,000 American casualties. Shaken in spirit, they are helped near the front on the road which for many will lead to complete recovery. The lucky ones can ride in jeeps back to the base hospitals where expert medical care is waiting. The seriously injured must travel, as always, on their backs. As the war goes on, this is a story that never ends. Presidential envoy Walter Robertson is greeted by Secretary of State Dulles on his return to Washington after reaching agreement with Syngman Rhee on Korean armistice terms. Robertson reports
that we can go ahead and sign an armistice in good faith at any time the communists are ready to sign it.
Concluding their conference on the problems facing the West, the big three foreign ministers, France's BIDOT, America's Dulles, and England's Salisbury, reach agreement on a Korean policy. Dulles explains,
we took an important decision about Korea. We agreed that in existing circumstances and pending further consultation, the common policies of our three powers toward communist China should be maintained. And we agreed that if the communists should renew their aggression in Korea after an armistice and again threaten the principles defended by the United Nations, our three governments would, as members of the United Nations, again support the restoration of peace and security.
Desperately needed military equipment for the embattled French Vietnam forces arrives at Saigon. It's the 300th American shipment to Indochina. Donald Heath, U.S. Ambassador to Indochina, speaks at ceremonies marking another milestone in Franco-American cooperation. More power for the valiant free forces fighting in the war against the Reds in Indochina. Mechanized alligators come out of the hold, bound for the defenders in freedom's battle line in the far Pacific. At a Far East Air Force base in Japan, the first American Thunderjet planes bound for Formosa are made ready. The planes are being sent to Generalissimo Chiang Kai-shek's forces under the stepped-up Mutual Defense Assistance Program. On Formosa, Chiang and his wife await the arrival of the jets. They're overhead now. Madam Chiang eagerly watches the jets arrive, then goes to greet the pilots with her husband. New wings for nationalist China.
Vacationing in Texas, Carolyn wears toreador pants, hobo shirt, and gold loop earrings. A becoming outfit for a few days beside a swanky pool. While on a shopping tour, she tries on a checked cotton cocktail dress with a white draped bodice and the short matching jacket. It's a pleasant holiday in Houston, and in this dress, she'll surely enjoy it. Carolyn's chum, Addie, wears a tissue cotton sleeveless afternoon dress with tiered skirt. It's as cool as a sea breeze off the nearby Gulf. That evening, Addie draws a lot of attention in a white tissue file gown. And why not? Terror grips the townspeople of the tiny Australian hamlet of Coffs Harbour. Lions are on the loose. He hasn't heard yet. Heavily armed, grim police and townspeople erect a 50-foot cage for the two lions who escaped when a railroad switch engine plowed into a circus truck. Now, to get them into it. roar is worse than his bite as he rejoins his playmate amid sighs of relief. Oh well, for man and beast, back to the old routine.
$25,000 Shriners take over New York, and Toronto leads the way. It's the 79th annual convention of the organization that is known throughout the world for its charitable work. But hilarity is king now, and the red-fezzed clowners are having a wonderful time. What goes up must come down. "68 temples of the shrine from Canada, the United States, and Hawaii are taking part in the parade. Each unit is out to show it marches best. 500,000 New Yorkers are seeing strange visitors straight out of the Arabian Nights.